you were watching those last night, and you're probably about as mind blown as all of we are. So I'm happy that we're going to talk about something else tonight. And we have a wonderful guest, plus a surprise for me as well, the founder of our company. So let's introduce our wonderful guest first, and that's Dame Mara New. Welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. And also the founder and CEO of Clientele to give you more phenomenal information tonight. It's going to be a girls' chat, Patricia Riley. Yay. Welcome, Pat. Thank you so much for being here. So, Mara.
Thank you. It's great to be here.
Oh, good. I'm so happy you're here. This was such a great surprise to join us. So, Mara, I've got some questions for you, and Pat's going to be chiming in as well. We're going to all be talking about different things here regarding you. So, Mara,
Hi,
you were recognized. What's that?
Hi, everyone.
Oh,
hello.
And I've got to say that this is one of the nicest, most elegant, lovely ladies. We just had a couple chances to chat on the phone, and I am just so adoring of her already. I'm really, really grateful that she's here. So Pat and Mara are very, very good friends. And Mara, I'm going to ask some things because your life, as I was reading about it, is fascinating. So you were recognized as one of the most influential women in Los Angeles, along with Doris Roberts, who we all remember from Everybody Loves Raymond, and Carol Connors, who wrote Rocky, all right? And Rhonda Fleming, for all of you who remember Rhonda Fleming, the gorgeous redhead from years ago. And all of them won the award, and you won the award. Could you tell us how that all happened?
That's a good question. I guess it's about my work with the charities that I was involved in Los Angeles. And, you know, when you help one charity or the other, then the word gets around. And I was humbly chosen, and I humbly accepted.
That is phenomenal. As I was reading your history, it was telling me what a philanthropist you are, that you are involved in many charities. And that's something that I also love about Pat sitting next to you is she has always involved Clientele in many charities. She's a great philanthropic person as well. And we involve Clientele in many charities too. So I just think that this is the time to give. And to me, it's always the time to give. I'm a cheerful giver. I love doing that. So I thank you so much. And you've got so many lists of achievements and awards. I couldn't possibly, it'll take up the whole show. I couldn't possibly
it's taking up my wall.
Are they?
It's taking up all my wall.
Well, Pat, were you aware that Mara, because I know the two of you know each other, were you aware of all of her achievements and awards?
Well, I have been blessed to know Mara for decades, and she has been involved with so many charities in Beverly Hills, and all of her work in the fashion industry and helping young people and trying to be really an inspiration and role model and help those who are following in the footsteps where she has gone. And she has really forged a new path for women. And, you know, with her fashion background, you know, Mara, you've got to tell us, you know, all about how you got in the fashion industry, because it's really fascinating. Where did you grow up?
Okay, where do we start from? I think it's not because of me, it's because of my family, who started way back in the 1850s, 1860s, late 1800s, as a simple shoemaker. And they evolved into fashion, and they were very popular in the 1980s in Italy under the House of Beltrami. The thing is that I was too young at that time, and I was not involved in the family business because they were cousins of the family. But I always liked fashion. I always liked dressing up. In fact, my mother always made sure we had the best clothes. And I really was a little princess and I liked that. And since that, I started to learn about sewing. I used to make my clothes, and I was proud of what I was making. So that's how I started the Golden Needle Awards in Los Angeles.
Well, I tell you, it's
That is
fascinating because I read about, and I'm sure Pat did too, when I sent her some of the information on you that she may not have been aware of. When your family started this business, that they were tailors and shoemakers, and then in the 1920s they became manufacturers and designers. And I know that you were a what they call a fashionista. That I've seen some incredible pictures of your fashions, and I laugh at myself because I think I took 3 semesters in school to sew one skirt. So I'm very I admire you so much to be able to make your own incredible
Oh,
clothes.
I do. I adjust them. I recycle clothes, make them new. Why not?
And where were you born exactly?
I was born in Milan, Italy. Then I lived in France, moved to Australia, Canada, and now here.
Oh my goodness. All the way from Milan, which my husband and I visited on our honeymoon just about a year and a half ago. One of my favorite places because of fashion.
The
So,
food is good.
oh, and the food,
Mhm.
food phenomenal. Pat, have you been to Milan? Pat, you've been all over the world. Have you been to Milan? Oh, I think we lost her.
Yes, I have. Milan is beautiful. Florence, I love all those areas. I just was in Italy last year at this time, and Mara and I were going back and forth through the Facebook on our trip because she knows all the places in Italy, and I fell in love with it again. This was my first trip to Venice, which was spectacular. I just loved Venice last year. But Milan, what an amazing place to grow up! What an amazing life! And the fact that you're still in fashion, it's phenomenal. It's really, really exciting.
Well, one
Thank-
of the, oh, I'm so sorry, Mara. Please go ahead.
No, I said thank you.
One of the things that I was really surprised about was you studied architecture. So tell us a little bit about that. I mean, this is a true clientele woman of achievement right here. You've got so many facets to you. Tell us a little bit about the architecture. That's so interesting.
Well, architecture came in because I love drawings. I love buildings, especially old buildings. Growing up in Milan, you have so many ruins, and visiting Rome, so many ruins. So I was fascinated in architecture, but my forte was to make plans, blueprints for homes. So I designed my favorite home, my dream home, but I haven't built it yet. So
Is that coming?
Uh, maybe, hopefully, yes, God willing.
Yes, God willing,
But I like
absolutely.
to decorate. I like to draw. That's one of my forte.
Now, Pat, you were telling me, so if you can elaborate on this with Mara, you were telling me that Mara has a incredible ballroom dancing background. Do you two want to tell us exactly
Ah,
what that's
I
all
saw
about?
Mara dancing. I was thrilled. I got to see her at a dance event before the COVID happened, and it was so much fun. She was one of the stars in this phenomenal performance. Mara, you have to tell them about this group that you're involved with now. What you're doing. It's
I
so exciting.
I still learn. I still learn. There is always learning process with dancing. I just joined the Boca Raton Dance with Me. And as you know, Dance with Me is from the group who started Dancing with the Stars. So uh, there's so many people involved, and one of them is Max, Val, and his wife Jenna, and Peta, and other teachers that I do classes with, and I learn a lot.
Oh my
Before COVID,
goodness.
I was doing in-house classes, like here at the studio in Boca Raton, but now I do everything virtual, and I do like it. I can learn much more on virtual because I can do it every day rather than going to the studio. It's once a week or twice a week.
And what would you say? Because I love ballroom dancing, and that's something that I've been doing for years. Certainly not to your caliber or Dancing with the Stars, but I love it. And there's no way that you can't smile when you're dancing. So,
That's true.
would you agree?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I'm not a professional. I'm just a beginner. But in my dreams, I try to do the best I can.
Well, you're dancing
Oh,
with
you're
some of the
terrific. I enjoyed watching you. You were fabulous. And your husband was beaming. She has the most wonderful, adoring, phenomenal husband. He absolutely idolizes her. He's the greatest guy, and he's brilliant on the piano. He's a concert pianist by ear. He is unbelievable.
Oh
Maura,
my gosh.
so you have to tell us the secret of your happy marriage because he adores you.
Well, he serenades me every day, which is wonderful. And the secret to our marriage is that I am always right. And he says, yes, my dear.
Oh,
And that's been going on for 35 years.
that, that's so funny, Mara, because you are so right. All the man has to say is, yes, dear, or whatever you say. And it doesn't mean he doesn't have an opinion. It just means he's smart.
Yeah,
So-
when he says something or we have an opinion, different opinion, I say, wait a minute, have you ever known me to be wrong? And he says, no, my dear, I never have. And that settles the case.
But of course, how can he ever be angry with you when you call him poopsie? I mean, I
That's
mean,
the nickname?
you're poopsie. I mean, that's like,
He's so
that-
cute.
he's so cute.
It's
He is
precious.
cute. He's very cute.
But there's a story behind this, and I would love Mara to tell. There's a big story behind how you met your husband. So can you please explain the famous star who introduced the two of you?
Yes, well, it's a long story, but to make it short, in a nutshell, I was in Canada working for the Italian Canadian Club, and I went to Hamilton Place to see Liberace. And Liberace is always known to have new talent. And at that time, he had a young tenor called Marco Valenti. So I went backstage and I said, I like to meet Marco Valenti because I would like him to be a feature singer for the club. So I went backstage and I was accepted. So I met Marco Valenti, I met Liberace, and of course I was thrilled. They asked me out to dinner after the show, and I said, yeah, why not? And then I became friends with Marco and his wife. His wife, Patricia, is my husband's sister. So she was the matchmaker. But Liberace always said, we called him Lee. He always said, I put the two of you together. And I said, yes, Lee, you did, indirectly.
Oh, what was he like?
He was wonderful, very generous, very giving. Nothing was a problem for him. We had good time. The time I spent with the crew, and I became also a fake road manager. I was just following because I like to be on tour with them, selling records for Marco and Liberace. In those days, we only had records, but I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah.
It's so
He was
funny.
so
Mara.
talented. There's nobody like Liberace.
Yeah,
No.
nobody's
And I
like.
was going to say oh, I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
No, that's okay.
I was going to say with everything that Mara, you have done, all of your accomplishments and achievements that I'm not even through talking about yet. The thing that I absolutely love about you is that you are so humble and so soft and so elegant and eloquent about everything. You're not a person that has a big ego because you've been involved in so many different things with so many different quote unquote famous people. I love the fact that you are very naturally you. And with all of everything that you've been involved in, you're dancing and Pat, you know about the award that Mara won. Mara, if you can fill us in, what other person that you met that was very influential, that was a judge on a panel at the art show, who you met? Let's see. Pat, do you remember reading about that when I sent it to you?
Well, I know that you were involved. You did get the Golden Needle Award when I was in California. I remember that it was a wonderful award. And I know Rhonda Fleming and Carol Connors, both who use Clientele. also were involved with that. So that was a very exciting charity event where you were honored, and you did a lot of great work for other people to get this award. So I remember that award, and there's so many that Mara's been involved with that she's very impressive. She manages to fit a very busy lifestyle with phenomenal personal things, with her exercise, with her dancing, with her yoga. So and you're still doing all that today, right?
Yeah. Yes, every day.
It's pretty
And
impressive.
painting. She's a painter. That's what I was going to bring up. You won a silver medal at a painting competition. Where was that painting competition and who was the judge?
Okay, gold and silver as well. I won a gold also, and then a prize in money. So there was 3 from that Pro Loco competition that was in Italy, where all the students in Italy, the best students that really had some kind of talent for painting and art, competed. And the judge of one of my competition was a very accomplished lady. Her name was Hannah Wala or Wala Dios. She had 2 names, and she was the official painter for the royal family in Monaco. So she took me under her wing, and I really liked the relationship. And she took me, believe it or not, to see Picasso in his villa in Eugene twice. So I was so thrilled. And we had no camera in those days. So I said, oh my
Oh,
God,
no.
I missed an opportunity.
Oh my gosh. What was Picasso like?
At that time, I was very naive, very shy. So I would sit there and just be in my own shell. So I wasn't really open and questioning. I was afraid to talk. Of course, my friend Wala was the one who was doing all the talking. So I just met him and I was so impressed. So impressed.
Oh, so we don't know
I
one
wish
of
I
those
had a
paintings he did could
signature.
be you. We don't know. He might have been inspired to do one of those gorgeous paintings of you.
Oh
That's
no, I that time I don't think so. But I wish I had a signature from him.
Yeah, that's for
my
sure.
gosh, it's just mind-boggling that you would have met Pablo
Yeah,
Picasso as well.
twice.
So with all of these, oh, I'm sorry, Mara,
That's okay,
with
twice.
all twice, and with
Mhm.
all of these incredible things that you do and have done, how, Pat, did you and Mara meet, and how did you get her started on Clientele? Because I can't wait to hear, Mara, what your favorite products are and what you do every day.
Well, Mara, we met in California with a mutual friend, Carol, and with so many different events. I would see this gorgeous Italian princess walking into these beautiful charity events. The fashion she wore were stunning. She was always on the red carpet, and I was thrilled when I got to meet Mara. We became fast friends, and of course, she started using Clientele, and she already is a beautiful girl who's continued to stay beautiful and young. And I'm thrilled that she's loving it and using it. So I'm very, very happy that you're liking it, Mara.
Oh, I love it. And it's, I lived in California, the climate is dry. And now that I moved to Florida, the climate is very tropical. But because I've been using your products, my skin really did not change. It stayed the way I wanted to stay. So I think your products are universal for any type of climate, whether it's Alaska or South America. They really nourish the skin, and it seems like that your products are adapting your skin to the climate. It's like, magic.
That's really a good point because really we have a lot of hyaluronic acid, which holds moisture, and we use a Swiss ingredient called pentavitin, which is like a moisture magnet, so it pulls moisture from the air. So even if you're in a dry climate and people don't realize California is like a desert, and of course Palm Desert is where I have a home in California, and you know that it's extremely dry there. You want to put more and more and more. But when you put Clientele on, it's like you have your own climate control because your skin stays moist and dewy, but yet there's no grease, no oil that's going to clog your pores. And Cheryl, you're in
Yeah.
California, you know that too.
Yeah, yes, and I have to say, Mara, I don't know if you know this, but I've been using Clientele for 40 years. And Pat came out with a great philosophy, which is what you're following also, which is to cleanse and exfoliate, to nourish, to protect, and to replenish. Can you let us know? And I love the point that you just made, because your skin will, no matter if I move to the coldest climate, as you said, Alaska, no matter if I move to Antarctica and lived in a little, what do you call those? Igloo. I would still be able to have very balanced and moist skin. Can you let us know what some of your absolute favorite Clientele products are?
I use the line diligently, like the cleanser, the moisturizer, the one that goes around your eyes, also the concealer for, under the eyes also. We have to use that at a certain age. But my favorite, I brought it here. It's this one here, the Gravity Serum. As you can see, the bottle is empty. I'm waiting for a new supply. Not
Can
only
you put
I
it
use
in
it
the camera? Oh, there it is. There it
there,
is. Let me see
there,
the
there.
bottle. Let me see the
Where
let me
is
see
it?
the bottle,
There.
Mara.
You
Mara,
can
you're
see
showing us
empty.
an
There's
empty
nothing
bottle.
there. And the reason why there is nothing there and I'm waiting for your supply is that I put it on my face and also my décolleté. And I found that if I put it in my arms, and where we get the grips in the arms, that works well because I can wear short sleeves, sleeveless, and I have no problem when I pick up something from the floor that my skin goes wrinkle. But this one this one really takes it, so
That's the gravity control serum, and that actually has a peptide that helps to make the skin firmer and fight the effects of gravity. So it's clinically proven, and it's so powerful that you look years younger in weeks after using it. So it makes your skin moist and dewy and luminous and hydrated, and it's a super powerful serum. The gravity control serum is fabulous.
It's very, very thin. It goes on well. And I go through one of these twice a month. So
because she's using it, Mara, you're using it on your body as well. And
yeah, I have to because it works.
That's true. And it's a good idea on the arms. Very good that you do.
I really do.
That's really a great area to keep the skin firm. Because it's easy to look great when you're in your 20s, but the secret is when you're going to be in your 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, beyond. And we have wonderful clientele like Shirley Jones in their 80s, phenomenal, beautiful, gorgeous, stunning. And so that's when you really have to show how the product's working. So over time, clientele is going to keep you looking younger and firmer and more beautiful than you would for your age if you weren't getting the benefits of these super ingredients. And you have been benefiting for decades, and that's why you look dewy and moist and youthful. And we're so thrilled that you could be loving clientele and be a clientele woman.
Yes, and the reason why I really like it, if I may say, is that, as you know, I'm vegan. I don't eat any animal products. And the fact that your products are non-tested on animals, to me, that was a welcome. And I do like that. I always try to stay away from these products that are tested on animals and they're put in so much junk that I can't even read or pronounce. And that's why your products are working very well for me. And I have to thank you for that.
But we love animals, Mara, and we were the first cruelty-free line in fine stores. When I started the company back in 1979 and we introduced a Neiman Marcus, at the time, none of the brands at the time in the store even mentioned cruelty-free, and we were the first one because Dr. Witten felt strongly that products should be use tested on people and not on animals. And we love animals. We didn't want to test on animals. So we totally agree with you. And don't you have little animals too? Do you have a little puppy?
My puppies died. They were all 15 and a half. I missed them all.
Oh,
I know.
That's
over 100. Yeah.
That's your family. You have animals. That's, a member of your family. It's so difficult to lose one of them, let alone several. But that's one of the things also, Mara and Pat, that I love about it. And I find that when I talk to our clients on the phone, that this is the thing that they also say. They love the fact that we're cruelty-free. And I got to be in the stores at that time, Mara, in the late 70s, early 80s, and talk about the fact that we're cruelty-free. And people didn't even know what that was at that point, but now it's so appreciated. But we were the first in the stores to talk about never testing on animals and also antioxidants, resisting and defying the aging process, the first in the 70s. So we're so grateful to you that you brought up that extremely important point that I know a lot of people resonate to. So what
That's
are some,
important to me.
go ahead.
And Sheryl, I'd like to give a shout out to Jan Breyer. Good evening. Hello, Jan.
Ah,
And hi Dina. And hi, Tara. And hi, everyone out there. Thank you for tuning in and joining Sheryl and Mara and myself and having this fun evening with us while we talk about staying young and fighting the aging process together and living a great life, which is what Mara's doing. A phenomenal, amazing inspiration to women.
you know, one of the ways, Mara and Pat, that somebody that's brand new, that's interested listening to you tonight and seeing how absolutely beautiful and natural you look. And the skin is strong, it's dewy, it's got great color. One of the ways in which to introduce themselves and kind of put their feet in the water is to do a kit, which we have. We've got 3 phenomenal kits to get people started. And I know that Pat, yes, and you're actually using several of the items from the kit. And I know that Pat wanted to touch on what this is. This is called the Estrolift Complete Kit. I'm still trying to figure out how to get this in the camera. Everybody forgive me out there. But the Estrolift Complete Kit, we're doing everything that Mara is doing. We're cleansing and exfoliating. We're nourishing the brand new healthy cells. We're protecting, and then we're replenishing. Pat, do you want to talk a little bit about this? And then we're going to tell you what the great gift is tonight, Mara. It's another one of your favorites.
Well, when we developed the Estrolift line, we did it for women who are over the age of 35. And as you get older, it doesn't matter how well you take care of your skin, you start to lose hormones. So as your hormones decline, the skin starts to look a little tired, a little drab. The cell turnover slows down, the skin gets thinner. And so what we've discovered is by giving natural phytoestrogens from plants, no estrogens, but natural phytoestrogens from plant, like resveratrol, for example, we can actually revitalize, reawaken, and rejuvenate the skin. So we developed Estrolift based on the science of revitalizing the skin with phytoestrogens and our patented lotus seed, which repairs and helps to rejuvenate the skin and make the skin younger. So Estrolift is phenomenal to use on a daily basis to help your skin look as young as it can and to be very gentle. So we have the wash, which you use every day, and it comes with the sponge, the double action sponge. And if you're very dry, Mara, what you want to do is you want to put the Estrolift oils on first, all over the face.
Oh, okay. I'll try
As a pre-cleanser, which is full of natural oils. You've got, the sweet almond oil, the lotus oil, the coconut, macadamia, a Malaysian palm, and all these will soothe your skin, but they also nourish the little skin cells, and the skin cells actually eat and actually metabolize in a way some of these fatty acids from the oils. So it helps your dry skin to be more moist, and it also will take off your eye makeup. I use the oils to take off makeup all the time, and this is my way of removing eye makeup. But you can, if you're dry, you use it before the wash. If you're not dry, you can use it as a spot treatment on your dry areas. And we're giving this away free to anyone with any purchase this week. All they have to do is write the word code. The code is going to be OILS20, the year 2020, which we want to take off our calendar and throw away for the rest of our life. That 20 is our number, but this OILS20, you get the free Estrolift oils with any purchase from Clientele. And you might want to try the Estrolift kit, because with it you get the complete system, which Sheryl can show you. But you get the day therapy SPF 30, the night therapy, which you put on every night, the neck therapy, the eye therapy, and the intensive serum, which I'm in love with. If I could, I would drink it right now, because your skin just drinks it in with ceramides. It replenishes what we lose as we get older. And those are those little, like glue, cement that holds together young cells. As we get older, the skin gets drier and we lose moisture. This helps to put that hydration back again. And it has matrixyl along with lotus, which makes the skin look so much younger, dramatically younger. So the whole system is a complete Estrolift complete set at a very, very good savings of $149, where that when we were in the fine stores to get the entire clientele would be hundreds and hundreds of dollars. So it's a great savings because we make the products and we ship directly to the consumer now. So that's exciting. And make sure you ask for Estrolift oils and you'll get them free. So that's the special.
And Mara, and first of all, thank you, Pat, for the, of course, phenomenal explanation. Who better than Pat Riley to talk about all of our products? But Mara, you've been using the Estrolift oils. You told me that on our conversation. And I know oils are a very big deal to European women. Can you explain to us what the oils have done for you? And one thing Pat also mentioned is in our hand cream, our hand and nail therapy, she also takes a little bit of the oil, puts it in our hand and nail therapy, and that even gives it more of a dewy and incredible moist look. What do you love about the oils?
First of all, when I started about 15 or maybe 20 years ago, I was very skeptical about using the oil because being from Europe, Mediterranean climate, I have a complexion that it's olive. So it's already a little, not greasy, but it's not dry. So I was skeptical at the beginning to use it, but I said, okay, I'll try it because Pat recommended it. And I know that she's a scientist, so I have to trust her anyway. So I started to use it and I really, really like it because it's not greasy. It doesn't look like it's an oil, but it hydrates and moisturizes the skin. And I also put it right here underneath my neck and it goes all around and I use it all the way to the back of my neck and not behind my ears.
You're not wet behind your ears.
No, I just do it there because it's nice. It gives a certain softness and it hydrates, because people don't take care of their ears.
That's so true.
So you have to treat them as part of your face.
That's a good point.
Especially if you're wearing your hair behind your ears or you're wearing your hair up, that, everything oxidizes, as you're saying. And I'm putting this on right now and it smells so fresh and wonderful. So wonderful. So
if you have oily skin, if you have acne oily skin, of course, you wouldn't put the oils all over the face. But if you have normal to skin or combination skin, or even if you have oily skin, if you put the oils and then you wash off with our facial wash, your skin feels moist and hydrated and you've removed the excess oils. But if a person has dry skin, by putting the oils on first is an extra gentle way to cleanse. So you don't over dry the skin. So for the dry skin, it's a great pre-cleanser, but also for the oily skin, it's an extra treat if you're in a dry climate. Or you can use it mostly on the eye area, which is my main area because in Florida, as you mentioned, Mara, our humidity is like 100%. It's raining all the afternoon, but we mostly live in air conditioning, so we don't have that humidity, luckily. But our skin tends to be a little more oily. So here, you'd use the oils more on the dry areas, on the neck, like you said, on spotted under the lines, and you can mix it with any treatment to get an extra lubricating anti-aging benefit. Well, that's the easy way to use it.
Right. And your derma wash, your cleanser, it's amazing. I love that.
Yeah, the facial wash is incredible, especially with the sponge. I mean, you see all these electronic sponges and electronic brushes. Our sponge with our wash beats all of them because your skin is so fresh and it's just gently exfoliates all that old skin cell away and the young cells come to the surface and your skin glows. It's always youthful, fresh, radiant, moist skin cells on the surface.
Yeah. And when I use that with the sponge, I go all the way into my hairline.
Oh, very good. That's
good. Yes. Because otherwise, you just do this part, but it's nice to give a total look. So it goes right into it and I love it.
That's great. Well, your skin is glowing.
It is. And I don't know if you know this, but to both of your points, this is a microscopic peel that you're doing. So you would literally have to look under a microscope to see the dead skin cells being removed. But this is the key to making everything else work, is getting rid of the dead skin cells, taking that veil off, cleaning the pores so that when you use your gravity control serum that you love, and when you use your Estrolift oils that you love, you actually get the absorption of your product because nothing is blocking it. So this is essential. And I just thank you both for just pointing out all of these wonderful attributes of clientele. Step one, the most important.
And time is important today because even though a lot of us are home, you don't want to take and spend all day long doing a routine. So I only spend a minute in the morning and a minute at night doing all the clientele regimen because it's so fast and easy. And I've been doing it for decades. And don't you find it to be easy, Maura?
Skincare is my number one priority. I may not wear makeup, but skincare for me, it's a must. Every single day, I have to have it. It's like my exercises, and I believe that skincare is extremely important.
So important.
And do you feel that it's important? A lot of the ladies out there that I've spoken to in the past, when I do a consult with them, some of them aren't cleansing their skin in the evening. And I say, oh, no, 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 no. What do you think about cleansing your skin and doing your program at night as well? And how important is that to you?
It's important to do it twice a day because you clean your skin in the morning. When I get up, I take a bath or a shower, then I do my skincare. And then if I wear makeup, of course, it's a whole different process. But if I don't, I still cleanse my skin because during the day, you can pick up some dust, pollutant, even if you're inside the house. So you don't want anything to sit on your skin, especially when you go to bed at night. You want it completely clean. And I do that, like you said, Pat, it doesn't take long to do it, it's easy. It becomes like a routine. It's like going to a restaurant, having lunch, having dinner. Skincare to me or exercises, it's just a routine that I follow every single day.
And one of the things, Mara, you're also, one thing I forgot to mention too, is that you are an actress. And so you have to, with everything you've done, with your dancing, with your acting, with all of the times that you're in front of a camera, you have to look your best. And plus, I know you want to look your best. So I have to say, I'm a little bit prejudiced here, that you've chosen the absolute best possible product that you could, because one of the things that Pat does as our scientist, she, or one of the team, but she is the lead scientist, of course, one of the things is she makes sure that every ingredient is current, that everything is up to date, that what was in 1979 that was introduced is not in 2020. Correct. That there may be some of the same ingredients, but everything is the most current possible. I mean, she is so on top of it. And that's why your skin looks the way it does. First, you're a vegan, which is, I think, very important for a lot of people. And I know that you're very healthy for those reasons. But this has just opened up incredible doors for you.
And one of my favorite, I may say, is your powder compact. I love that.
Coverage compact, yeah.
Put it on and it mats your skin, and even under, when you need touch up, it's perfect. I love that. That's my favorite.
It's funny you mentioned that. When I was on QVC, they said, oh, we're going to do your makeup and we're going to put our makeup on first. And they give you a makeup artist. As you know, when you go on camera, Mara, they'll give you a makeup artist. And the makeup artist comes with all this heavy, oily, greasy makeup to put on me. And I said, no, 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 no. I just use my own Perfect Coverage Compact and just a quick fluff of the camera. And you're ready to go. You don't need anything else. It feels feather light. It's oil free. And the Perfect Coverage Compact, it's so great for your skin. It doesn't clog your pores. It doesn't have greasy oils. You just put it on with the brush and touch up during the day. And that's all I have on. I don't have on any heavy, thick camera makeup that a lot of people do when they go on camera. They spend an hour just layering different things to make
it. Yeah, I know. I could hardly wait to take it all off.
You just want to wash, right? That's it. But it's Clientele's light and easy and great for your skin. And I see we have a few great friends joining us. Erin is with us. Hi, Erin. Thanks for joining us. Paralia is on with us. Hi, Paralia. Thank you for joining us. And Sue, thank you so much. Sue, Sue. Mara, Sue is on with us. And so her husband and Sue are famous artists in Boca Raton.
Of
Yakov Heller, the
course, I
famous
know
sculptor,
Sue.
of
Well,
course.
these
So she's watching.
Hi,
are
Sue.
all of our great friends. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so glad that she's on, Mara, when you're on, so you can say hi to her.
Yes, I just did. Hi, Sue.
Well, we've got a lot of great friends in clientele, and we keep making more. And because of you tonight, I know we're going to make even more friends. And there will be women and men that look at you and say, look at this natural beauty. And if I can look like that and spend just a couple minutes every day, that's what I'm going to do. So we're so grateful that you're here. And I would like everyone, all of our friends out there, to please like and share this video, because there's such great information from Mara, who's been using clientele for years, and you can see the results of that. Patricia Riley, our founder, and who has an incredible background in nutrition and chemistry. So we were the first to work with you from the inside out with supplements and external skincare. And all of this information is so important to all of you out there that want to remain healthy, youthful, and confident. And it's for all women and all men. Every
All
day.
ages, all skin types, women and men. You can all benefit, and it's never too early and it's never too late to have your skin look beautiful. So we're really, really happy that you could join us, and we invite you to call us at our 1-800-327-4660. And that's our number. It's clientelebeauty.com, and our customer service advisors will be there. You can even ask for Sheryl, and she'll call you and be happy to give you a personal skin consult. And we're thrilled you joined us, and we look forward to having you join us next Wednesday again. And Mara, I just can't thank you enough for taking the time to be here. We hope you'll come back again. You're so beautiful. What an inspiration to women you are. Really great.
Yes.
And Sheryl, thank you for inviting me to join.
Oh, Pat, any time. And next week, I also want to let people know that all of our friends know we are on Wednesday night next week as well, because of the debates. I know you're all going to want to watch that, or maybe not, but we're on next Wednesday night as well at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central, and 9 p.m. Eastern. So join us next Wednesday night. And Mara, did you know that every time we do this, we have a winner from last week's live, where we announce them, and they get to win $150 worth of clientele. So some of the things
Wow,
that you love.
amazing. I didn't know that. Amazing.
Yes, so I'm going to announce that winner, if that's okay. And I thank all of you for just hanging in there with us, because there was so much to learn about Mara and so much to hear from Pat. We're so grateful. I know it was a long interview this time, but believe me, it was so worth every single second of being with you. So I thank you. And I just want to say, Sarah Jensen, you are our winner for liking and sharing from last week's live. Like and share, everybody, because you can be the winner next week of $150 of everything that Mara's using to look like that, and to have that gorgeous smile, and to feel.
Yay, Sarah.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
And all of you could be a winner. Don't forget, if you make any order or call the 800-327-4660, you're going to get the wonderful Ester Lift oils, which you will love for your skin. Just put oils 20 in your shopping cart, or mention it to the girls on the phone, and you'll get the Ester Lift oils. So we want to make sure you take advantage of that. That's only this week.
And Mara, would you like to lead us out and say goodnight to our audience?
Thank you. Good night to all, and thank you for watching. And please buy Clientele. It will change your life.
On that note, I couldn't have said it any better. Everybody have a great night. Call
Bye-bye.
us at 800-327-4660, Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're there to help you.
Thank you, Mara. Thank you, Sheryl. Thank all of you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Have a great week.
Bye.